Right, PRIVE International. What does PRIVE means? Well, PRIVE actually stands for two words combined into one. It's the prime of your life. All right. PRIVE stands for the prime of your life. And it was established about a year ago. And these are my medical disclaimers because, as you know, the laws and regulations of different countries around the globe uh, dictates that only medical practitioners can say about such things. So my medical disclaimers are as follows. IteraCare Classic, IteraCare Premium, IteraCare Pro are not medical devices. The information provided is for educational purposes only and does not substitute for professional medical advice. Please consult a medical professional or healthcare provider if you are seeking medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment. Okay, now let's go on. So what is this IteraCare? Well, we have three separate devices. The red one, which is the classic, is the basic model, which a lot of us use, all right? Then for people who wants a little bit of higher grade, then they go for Itera Premium. And for those professional in wellness centers and doctors and so on, they will then just buy the Pro model because the Pro model is where it is heavy duty, okay? It is heavy duty and you can blow it on many patients, customers for hours. All right, so what is this terahertz frequency? So IteraCare device, it actually blows terahertz frequency. So what is terahertz? Terahertz is actually between, in terms of the frequency, between microwave and infrared, okay? So we have heard about microwave, we have heard about infrared, but how come we haven't heard about terahertz? Well, actually, we are familiar with it. It's just that we never knew it's called terahertz. Why? Well, if you look at 5G, 6G technology, well, it's also based on terahertz technology. And when I saw this, I'm the kind of guy, and I'm sure you are too. I Google it and I research it, and yeah, it is true. It's actually terahertz technology on the 5G and now 6G. And another thing that I'm sure most of you, if not all of us, have gone through the scanner, right? At the airport, the security, right? And it is actually using terahertz frequency because it can penetrate through our clothes, our skin, and see through everything, but it does not, all right? It does not harm our cells. That's why it's very safe. And another one is the medical detection, so medical imaging. Again, it's because of its safety. It does not ionize, harm our cells. That's why it's being used in also the scanning and medical imaging facility in hospitals. All right. So the founder and the creator of Itera devices is actually from China, Mr. Yang Wenjun. In 2014, he's a biomedical scientist and he created the first terahertz device in the world. And you can see that's the first model, all right? And we are already into several generations after that. And I know because I mentioned China, some of you are like, and I've said it in my past two sessions, but then again, to be fair, look at this. What is this? iPhone, right? Many other things are also made in China. So there are good things, good quality products, and bad quality products from China. And well, I would like to say that this is a good one, right? And it has already been 8 years, right, since the first invention. So yeah, it's time tested, okay, time tested. And after 6 years of diligent research, the scientist was appointed as a think tank member by the Chinese Academy of Management Science for his professionalism and authority in the terahertz industry. And not only that, 62 clinical test reports issued by Beijing Research Institute of Chemical Technology. Now, we have heard of factories in China. Some of the products are good, some are bad, but guys, government departments, they are, in terms of their accreditation departments, it's not easy to get these things, all right? So the fact that we got 62 clinical test reports issued by Beijing Research Institute of Chemical Technology, those of you who are familiar in doing business in China, it speaks volume, right? It speaks volume. All right. Now we from Kuala Lumpur, Prive International, we have the sole and exclusivity for all these devices globally. All right, globally, signed, sealed, and delivered. Okay, I would like to break down the benefits, the features, and benefits of IteraCare device, basically into four. All right, I know some of the other slides have been talking about five, but I just want to summarize it into four. And the first one is stem cell stimulation, right? When you blow it onto your skin, it goes into your bone, it penetrates. Wow, guess what? It's going to stimulate your stem cells. And the other one is the activation of your cells because it resonates same frequency with your body cells. It's going to charge up and energize your cells. And it's safe and it's user-friendly. So let's go through them one by one. And the first one is, as I said, the penetration. The frequency of terahertz is able to penetrate our body from 20 cm to 30 cm to reach the bone marrow so as to stimulate our body's stem cells to repair and replace the damaged cells. Now, a lot of us will be thinking, how is it? I mean, is there any evidence to substantiate these terahertz stimulating stem cells? Well, I have actually found, right? I have actually found a research study. Let me just get it for you from Russia, right? Yes, it's not on humans, but it's on mice. And it's pretty good, all right? It's pretty good. So this research study basically is June 2020. So it's fairly recent, fairly new, all right? And most of the scientists, all right, if I can just move this aside, they are from the Russian Academy of Sciences. Look at them. They are most of them from Russian Academy of Sciences. And this Russian Academy of Sciences, they are not small. There are more than 100,000 employees and about 50,000 scientists, all right? They are huge. Now, I'll just stop share this for a while. I just want to say this, all right? With all due respect to Big Pharma, when you do human clinical trial, there must be some kind of reward to the company, right? So the Big Pharma, they will register the drug and then they will do a clinical test because they will probably spend more than maybe tens of billions, right? And then when they get the clinical trial, they have already patented the drug. So they get back their reward, right? But if you want to do clinical trials or do, research on human trial, they're very expensive. So that's why you don't see a lot on food supplements. You don't see a lot on things like terahertz. I mean, why do you want to show something on terahertz, right? And it's something that, unlike a drug that you can patent and get back the ROI on your investment. But then, as I said also before, there is a Russian war with Ukraine. And so Russian is not exactly popular right now, but we can never deny that Russian science is very good. Am I right? Russian science is very good. So this is what the report, right, has actually shown. So here, effects of terahertz radiation on living cells, a review. And in this review, I'll just quickly go through to the relevant one, which is on stem cells, because that's what I want to show. And effects of terahertz radiation on stem cells. It was shown that exposure to ultra broadband pulse terahertz radiation with a mean intensity of duration 9 hours promoted differentiation of mouse mesenchymal stem cells. Okay, so what this means, guys, is that mesenchymal stem cells, we have cells in our body, right? And mesenchymal stem cells, if I use the human, it's like in our fat, right? A bit of liposuction, you take it out, and then you differentiate, you separate the stem cells, and you separate the rest, and then you freeze it, and then you inject into your organ, and then it will help to repair and replace damaged cells in those particular organs. So this is the differentiation. That means stem cells are undifferentiated. They have no specific function until it goes to that particular organ, then it becomes differentiated. And if you look carefully at the words being said here, it says here that it promoted differentiation. All right. So I don't mince my words, and please read it. And the good thing is that legally trained, I was trained from Monash, Australia as a lawyer. And we look at words, we look at words very carefully. And here, this is exactly what it says. On the mice, it promoted differentiation of mouse mesenchymal stem cells. Guys, this is huge. Yes, there's no human clinical trials. Yes, I take that. All right. But to test it on mice by a very famous Russian Academy of Science to prove that stem cells can actually, right, differentiate mice stem cells. I mean, terahertz, sorry, can actually, blow and differentiate mice stem cells. That is huge. That is amazing. All right. So moving on, there's a lot more to cover than just about stem cells, okay? Because tonight I'm going to spend more time on something different, right? Something different. Some of you may not even have heard of it before, okay? But I hope that you will find it interesting. And let's just move along. So that is stem cells for you. And then here, well, the second feature and benefit of terahertz frequency is that it has the same resonance as our body's cells, all right? And what is resonance? Well, take a look. If it's not the same frequency, those ping pong balls will not move, okay? But if it is the same frequency, it will, all right? So this is what we mean by resonance. And that's why when we charge our body with the terahertz, it actually activates our cells. Now, that is going to be very good for us because then our cells will be able to do a lot of its function, all right? And that's why we have wonderful testimonials, which I'm going to share in a while. So radiation tests, a lot of people will say, is it safe? Well, as I said, we went past the airport scanner, right? Without blinking an eye, right? So is it safe? We're still here, right? Alive and kicking. So it's safe. Now, we have done radiation tests on electrical appliances as well as terahertz devices. And it shows that, yeah, there's zero radiation. Okay, so you can see in a short while, that is the electrical device. And you can see the reading is 1,000, 1,200, 1,100, right? It's quite a lot. And a lot of radiation. So if you blow the IteraCare device, none. It's safe, right? So that shows the radiation test is okay. And next we will go to the ultraviolet radiation test. Similarly, it also shows zero radiation. Okay, so it is safe. That's the third feature and benefit. And now we go to the simplicity of the product, right? It works very well, right, against solving inflammation in your body, all right? And we get a lot of inflammation in our body because of the free radicals. I'm sure you've heard of the oxidation process, So a lot of our illnesses, disease, I mean, it's also predominantly caused by inflammation. For example, let's say our artery, in our heart, it's like inflamed, and then our cholesterol, goes there to try to fix it and repair it, and in the process blocks it, right? So the real culprit is not the cholesterol. The real culprit is actually the inflammation of the artery walls. And naturally, if you take care of the inflammation, whether it's a simple joint pain or whatever in your body, everything else will just fall into place, all right? So as you can see, the whole list there and more. And fourth feature and benefit is simple. We give you a chart and you just follow and you just blow, 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 blow. Basically, these are all traditional Chinese medicine points, acupuncture points. And you are basically, the lymphatic system is for you to detox. And then the meridian is for you to improve the circulation. And then you just follow, blow, 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 right? And the area of pain, you blow more, all right? So that's as easy as it can get. All right. So according to Albert Einstein, future medicine will be the medicine of frequencies. I couldn't agree more with this wonderful gentleman. All right. I totally agree with him because we are made of energy. We are all made of energy. Okay. Our body composition, right? This is from the HeartMath Institute, and this is what it says. Okay, our body, right? Our body has electromagnetic field. All right. Now it says here in this section, we discussed how I'll just highlight it so that you can see. Okay. In this section, we discussed how the magnetic fields produced by the heart are involved in energetic communication, which we also refer to as cardio-electromagnetic communication. The heart is the most powerful source of electromagnetic energy in the human body, producing the largest rhythmic electromagnetic field of any of the body's organs. The heart's electrical field is about 60 times greater, right? 60 times greater in amplitude than the electrical activity generated by the brain, guys. So our heart is actually, in terms of electromagnetic capacity, is higher. How many times? 60 times higher than the brain. This field measured in the form of electrocardiogram, ECG. We are familiar with ECG. You stick it all over your heart and your body. Can be detected anywhere on the surface of the body. Furthermore, the magnetic field produced, right? The magnetic field produced by the heart is more than 100 times greater in strength than the field generated by the brain and can be detected up to 3 feet away from the body in all directions. So, guys, we are all made of energy. That's why when you blow the device, right, people get well again. Okay, a very good example. When you are sick, is your energy high or is your energy low? Sorry, I muted all of you, so you all cannot answer, right? When you are sick, your energy is low. All right. When people are happy, people are doing well, people are, their energy level is very high. You go to a stadium, you go to a party, everyone is like, wow, But if you go to a hospital, it's like, okay. So do you want to have high energy or do you want to have low energy? Again, the answer is fairly obvious, right? You want to have high energy. That's why when people blow and they started, drinking the energy water, right, charged with terahertz, guess what? Their cells get energized. And when their cells get energized, the detoxification is much better. The function of the cells is much better. The circulation has improved, right? Even if you blow it to your spine, the coccyx, right? And beneath it is the bone marrow where the stem cells are hiding, right? Hibernating, and you blow, it gets stimulated. The stem cells wake up. It goes to all the different parts of your body, different parts of your organs to heal, repair. Wow. There you go. Okay, so this is not magic. It's just something that maybe we didn't know. So now I hope that by explaining to you that you will be able to understand better why this product really is amazing, right? It's based on frequency and it really resonates with the frequency of our body. Having said all that, guys, there's always a disclaimer for people, who are pregnant, people with medical condition with, for example, like if they have a metal in their body, because there's a bit of heat coming out, all right? So if you have a stent or you have, whatever metal in your body, then please be careful, all right? Now, having said that, let's take a look at the devices and let's take a look at the wonderful testimonials. So people have been blowing on their face to look beautiful and young, and they just blow or just play this, and just, anti-gravity kind of thing. And then, wow, they do a comparison. And you can see the before and after. I'll just go to the next one and you can see. If you blow half your face, then you can see the sort of like a facelift, all right? And on the right, well, it's actually O shape to V shape in a few minutes, all right? O shape to V shape. How many of you ladies want that, right? O shape to V shape. Oh, sorry, I turn off all your camera. Otherwise, maybe some of you will put 2 hands up. All right, anyway. So men are also, very beauty conscious nowadays, right? Not just ladies. And look at the crow's feet, disappearing within 15 minutes. And it's just so amazing. That's why this product works very well, very fast. And not only on the faces, but also on other things. You blow, and the fat, well, your whole cells is like, your metabolic rate also goes up. Everything goes up, it burns better. And there you go. All right. So weight management and varicose veins. You can see the one on the right. I'll play the video. Pretty amazing, right? You can see the comparison, the one before on the right and the one on the left. So it works very well for varicose veins. And this guy, he couldn't really speak for a couple of years, and they blew on his head. And I didn't show you in the past 2 sessions. I've showed another document that says that it helps in cell communication, all right, the central nervous system, all right. So I've also got a scientific paper to tell us that terahertz frequency does help on that. So this guy, after a few minutes, 20 minutes, and he was able to speak. Can you imagine, right? The joy to the family. So here we have a lot of skin problem, eczema, psoriasis, wow, you name it. It's all there, okay? And there you go. And I have personally introduced to someone in Europe, and her eczema is healed. So I saw it with my own eyes, guys. It's just something which, like, if you look at it, wow, blow your mind away, right? But it really works. That's why I can't speak if I don't believe in it, all right? Okay, so because I believe in it, that's why I'm endorsing this. I'm really, really promoting this wholeheartedly, and that's why I'm leading the live stream and everything else, because I really believe this product can help humanity, okay? So that is a skin problem and more skin problem. Wow. I always believe that there's no problem that is too small. If a guy has a backache and cannot, just bend forward to tie his shoelace, it's a huge problem for him. Now, if you can blow, and that thing is gone, and he can bend down and tie his, wow, that is huge. No problem is too small, all right? No problem is too small. Now, this person cannot clench her fists after 15 minutes. Right? There you go. Moving along. The way just hump. Look at this hump here. It disappeared, right? Some of you may not want to believe. And well, if you watch yesterday's live stream, and I have the picture here today for you, all right? This lady had a lump below her breast and it disappeared. After just 2 weeks, it disappeared. This guy, a lot of us have locked shoulders and, we cannot move. So you see, this guy, after just minutes, he was able to, and we have a lady in our office who works here, and same thing happened to her. Okay. So to see is to believe, right? Otherwise you'll say, it's too good to be true. You just want to sell a device. No. I'm not a salesman, all right? I just want to share what is true. Okay. Only what is true. And this is a lady that I showed her in my live stream last night, and wow, she had a lump below her breast, and she had complication because she also had cancer. And look at this lump after 2 weeks. Okay, after 2 weeks, it disappeared. Now that to me is amazing. Okay, and I feel for her. And this on the right is another one that I shared last night in my live stream. Is another guy who has a problem with his heart, the valve problem, all right? And because of the problem with his heart's valve, the circulation is not good. So his legs became black. Okay, this is already lighter. Okay, let me just play the video.
It was black earlier, now it's brown.
Okay, well, if you want to see the rest, please watch the live streams video. It's on YouTube, all right? Okay, moving on. This lady had difficulty walking. And within 15 minutes, amazing, right? Yeah. And this lady had difficulty bending down. It hurts her a lot. All right. And then after using it, wow. Let me show you on the right. 1 week, twice a day, morning and afternoon. Can you walk straight? Yes. Can you run? Yes. See? So she's showing off how she can run now. It's so amazing, right? To see someone so happy. COVID, many. And many happy users all over the world, more than 40 countries now. Okay. And they're just proud owners of this IteraCare device all